Hey there, and welcome back to Cosmic Crypto. In this video, we're going to be talking about Internet Computer, ICP. Let's go. Okay, welcome back to the channel. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please go down below, hit that subscribe button. And while you're down there, if you can tap the like button, I'd really appreciate it. All right, ICP. Man, I've been killing these markets the last couple of days. I haven't made a video in a few days because I have been so focused on trading. But I think that a retracement is due for the majority of the cryptos here, so I'm going to take a break and wait till the retracement happens. But let's kind of take a peek and see what's been going on here. So ICP. Okay, so last time I talked about ICP, we had been falling ever since its existence. There was some talk about FTX having something to do with ICP's demise, and then FTX goes out of business, and ICP takes over. And price has been dropping, and the RSI's just been going up. It's like the largest divergence I've ever seen. Absolutely incredible. So ICP, we also have been hitting resistance at this white line that I've got here multiple times. And then finally, right here last week, we broke above. And then after we broke above, we had this candle this week, and we had a 30% move to the upside. Pretty good. But you see this red line right here? That is the 21 EMA. And we are coming in hot right on it. And there's a chance that we get to it and then get rejected. Maybe just a wick get rejected on there. That's at, right now, it's roughly 544. So not too much, just, about 30-cent difference. So we could see a little bit more pump. Also, we're hitting a lot of resistance here. So we've got, resistance right here. Resistance, you can move this just up a little tad. You got resistance right here. So, there is plenty of resistance here. Just from price action alone, I could see ICP coming back down to roughly the $4.35 area just to get a retracement. So we'd have this, poor W pattern. The right side of the W shouldn't be lower, but it is kind of like a W pattern. And so, we can get one bottom, two bottom, a little double bottom pattern going on here. Come back, retrace, retest this as support, and then continue on to the upside. I do believe a retracement is due. Prices have been just going nuts, so I don't know. It's not good to just go up in a straight line. We need to get some price action here. So let's go down to the daily time frame where yeah, we are just, look at this candle, absolutely crazy. On the RSI, we are, way up here around, we're at 80 on the RSI. So if we did pump up to reach that 21 EMA, that could bring us up to the 90 level, which is really 85, anywhere between the 80, around the 85 to 90 level. And that usually means that we're going to roll over. Also, the trend directional is, getting over into the overbought area as well. I can imagine, what am I on the daily? Tomorrow, maybe not even tomorrow, but like the next day, unless we get a massive rejection here, we can see a red dot print on the top of here of this trend directional. This was like a perfect break, absolute perfect break. We broke up, we broke the resistance, retested it in multiple days, and then just had a massive run. And I've been messing around. I haven't shown any Elliott wave on my channel because it's usually complicated for people. But I've been messing around with this Elliott wave absolute. And honestly, that's how I've been killing the market these last couple days. Just destroying. I think I'm 10x on my portfolio in the last couple days. Now, obviously, the prices have been going nuts. So, sure, you can say skill or you can say, luck, because, all I had to do was just get in on like a retrace here and then just go up. But I've been using this Elliott wave thing to do some trading, and I gotta say it's pretty good. So on the daily, we are moving up in our third wave here, according to this Elliott wave indicator, And I mean, as you can see, the retracement would bring us back down. This is these dotted lines here, and this is a dotted line right here. So basically, we went up for our wave 1, came back to the wave 2 retracement, which was retesting this previous resistance as support. Then we have our wave 3, which is the largest of all the waves. And then this indicator actually gives you your 382, your 0.5, and your 618 Fibonacci retracement estimates based on where the price is currently. Which is actually pretty cool. So really what's going on here, so we had our first wave on the daily time frame. If you take a Fibonacci from the bottom here to the top of the first wave here, we had a perfect retracement down. Not only were we retesting this as support, but we hit the 0.5 Fibonacci perfectly. Then we're shooting up in a wave 3, and we're going to go down into lower time frames, and you can see that this Elliott wave thing has been working out pretty nicely on the lower time frames as well. I've been trading on the 4 and 1 hour time frame the last couple of days, and it's done a really solid job of picking out. I've been trading because, I don't know, for me, it's hard for me to trade obviously the first wave, and then it's difficult to catch that third wave, but I've been trading the 4th to the 5th wave pretty consistently all week, or not all week, but last few days, and it's been working out really nicely. Anyway, enough of that. So we came down to the 0.5, and then we got our massive 3 wave, and it's not done yet. As you can see, it's still dotted here, and again, I think we are going to go up just a little bit higher, possibly, but we can do a test here. So let's take the Fibonacci extension here, and we're going to go from the bottom to the 1, and then down to the bottom of where the 2 wave is. And as you can see right now, we are actually hitting the 1618 perfectly. So maybe this could be the finale for the internet computer for this move, and then we'll get the retracement down. And in my opinion, the retracement most likely is going to come at minimum, I think. Well, I don't know, man. This price, I mean, this has been pretty wild, these swings here. So I would like to say it's coming down to right around $4.50 at the 0.5 Fibonacci. For the 4th wave, but you just have to pay attention. So what you want to do is, I personally, I would not be buying in right now. There's this, it's going to get rejected, and it's already hitting the 1618. Although I'm going to show you in a couple of videos that I'm going to make tonight, some of these coins have flew past that 1618, and I think Bitcoin's reaching the 4236. It reached the 4236 extension on the 3rd wave. Absolutely, or maybe it was the 5th wave. Anyways, one of the waves, absolutely incredible. But so pay attention. You can see that these retracements. So you'll take a Fibonacci, and we'll take it from the bottom of wave 2 here, and we'll just take it to where we are currently. And so then you'd want to pay attention to, you know, the probably the 382, the 0.5, and then the 618. 618 seems kind of deep if it does go down to the 618, which it can. We had this massive move, which is good because in Elliott wave theory, a lot of people might say different, but this is how I like to use Elliott wave theory, and this helps me with my stop losses as well, is the price on the 4th wave cannot penetrate the 1st wave. And so this is lined up perfectly. So if it did tap, and actually in my trading on the 4 hour and the 1 hour time frame, a lot of the trades on the 4th wave came down and tapped the 618 and then continued on to the upside. And that's how I was getting some massive moves, because let's just say that this happened right here and it came down to tap this 618, which would be right above the 1 wave, the 1st wave. Then, you know, you get the 5th wave coming up. And I mean, right there, that's like a 30% move. You know, the 5th wave would end, I don't know, somewhere up in this area, maybe even higher. I'd have to price it out. But so then you want to pay attention to these retracements here. And also if this goes higher, then you want to move your Fibonacci up a little bit. But I would not be buying in right now. I would be waiting. We're overbought. We are hitting the 1618 on the extension. And there's a very good chance we're going to come back to retest at minimum the 382. But in my opinion, there's a solid chance we go down to the 618. So just pay attention to that. Let's go down to the lower time frames here. Let me get rid of this. Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned it, we're also overbought on the trend directional as well. So let's go down to the 12 hour. And again, this is the 12 hour showing the same thing that the daily is. No divergences yet on the 12 hour. Let's go to the 4 hour. And so, okay, so here, this is what I was, so this is how I was making my trades this last couple of days is I would see wave 1, come back down to wave 2, and then you'd get the wave 3. Once wave 3 was solidified, it's coming down for a wave 4. You're going to take your Fibonacci from the bottom of wave to where wave 2 is, bring it up, and as you can see, it even pierced the 618 Fibonacci, but it did not pierce the 1 wave, and it just went right barely, it just almost touched it. And so that's how I was getting in. I'd wait until it would reach just about the 1 wave, and then I'd buy in right here, and I'd put my stop loss right below, excuse me, either the 786 or the wave 1, the top of wave 1 here. Put your stop loss right in there, because if it does pierce the first wave, then that means that the wave count is inaccurate and not going to work. But as you can see, it's got these orange things in here as well that shows you the retracement, the ABCs and stuff like that, and also shows you smaller waves inside of the wave, which is kind of cool. I usually turn those off. I turned them on for some reason for this video. But anyway, so yeah, 4 hour time frame, overbought. No divergence yet. But you know, we are definitely hitting some tops here pretty soon. Going down to the 1 hourly time frame. And so you can see here that this was actually in the 1 hour, this was a wave 2 right here. And so you could take your Fibonacci from the bottom of wave 2, bring it up to top of wave 3 here to find your retracement. Now this one on the lower time frames did it, see again, here's the top of wave 1. Let me put a line at the top of wave 1 here. And you can see that, I mean, you couldn't have got any closer to wave 1 to invalidate that right there. So anyway, yeah, you just wait till you just can buy in right there. And anyway, so, and this would actually, so on the 1 hour, this is actually the ending wave, wave 5. So let's go ahead and take our extension here from the bottom here to the first wave, and we'll go to the bottom of wave, where wave 4 is. Let's delete this other Fibonacci. And yeah, this one, the 5th wave, is just about at the 1618. So even, you know, all the way down on the 1 hour time frame, we're there. So again, ICP making some moves, making some massive moves. I think we're going to get rejected here shortly. We're up right now almost 11%. I do expect a rejection. I would not be shorting here, honestly. That's how I actually lost money in the last couple of days. I was trying to you know, play the ups and downs here, and every time I made money, I was longing. Every time I lost money, I was shorting, and so I just said, forget it. I'm not going to do that. So I would not be shorting here, not just because I was losing money, but because, you know, this is super bullish right now. Prices are just going nuts. Solana's up almost 30% right now. Aptos just went insane. That's actually the one that I made most of my money on, is I caught the Aptos move, and I also caught the Gala move as well. For the last couple of days. So it's 18% up today, but I think it was up even more than that recently. But anyway, so just pay attention. I think we're topping out here shortly, and then pay attention to the spots that I was pointing out for a retracement, which is roughly going to be around the $4.40 area. And if we're going by the daily time frame wave count here, let's just go ahead and throw that fib back on there to give you kind of where I think this could fall. And I would be definitely paying attention to the $4.30 level area. You can just, I mean, I don't give trade calls or anything, but if you feel like testing this out with some paper money or something like that, you can put some longs in down here on the $4.30 area and put your stop loss beneath the wave 1 there. And not only that, the 21 EMA is going to be touching that shortly too. So that would be acting as some support as well on the daily time frame for sure. So pay attention to that. But ICP going nuts. Let me go out to the weekly again just to see if I see anything else going on. I've got my Fibonacci from this top right here down to the bottom. We're definitely going to be finding some resistance here. around the $7.12 area. Actually, let me go back to the daily and see if I can do a price prediction here for where wave 5 is going to go based on where wave 4 is currently right here on where I think it might go. So we're just going to do a little just guesstimate. And so, so yeah, I do think that, yeah, right here where this peak is right here, the wave 5, there's a good chance wave 5 ends up around $5.68 to 69 cents, possibly, which would be, I mean, if you caught that move, let me get rid of this Fibonacci down here so we can see this a little cleaner. If you caught that move from down here to right there, I mean, that's another 30% move. So, you know, 10x leverage, you're doing pretty good. But don't use leverage if you don't know what you're doing. Unless you want to test it out, maybe like 2-3x leverage. But yeah, so that's a pretty decent move. So wait for the retracement to come in, and that's kind of where I think it's going to go. Price targets and everything is, and what that actually lines up perfectly with this right here, which is going to be resistance. So I mean, that's a perfect place to finish out our wave 5, and then after the wave 5, do like an ABC correction, and then move on further again. So we'll just have to wait and see. Prices are just going nuts right now. It's been a pretty fun last couple of days. ICP is doing great. My final price, I mean, I think that ICP has got a bright future. I actually was buying a ton of ICP right towards the bottom, right around the, where was I at? Yeah, right around the $3.60 some area, something like that. I think that ICP in this run can easily make it up to at least $25 in this run before getting a massive rejection, most likely. So, I mean, probably going to see something like, you know, come up, hit this 618 retracement, come back down, and if we maintain our bullishness, because I don't think that this is the bull market coming into play. I think this is a retracement, and then the massive bull market will come after this retracement right here. Something like that. That's kind of what I think is going on here. And Bitcoin, I think, is going to do the same thing. It's going to come up to around the $35,000 to $40,000 level, get rejected. And if it's going to maintain its bullishness, it's going to, you know, have some kind of a Fibonacci move like this. And I mean, look at how these Fibonacci's work. It's incredible. I just drew a crazy line out here, and it's hitting the 618. So that's kind of what I see happening as we come up to the 618 here. If we're going to maintain bullish and move into the bull market, that brings us closer to the halving of Bitcoin, land on the 618, and then continue on. But for this run right here, as long as we can maintain this bullishness, you know, there's a chance that we can get up to there, $25, something like that, which is, you know, let's just throw this out there. 375% move roughly. Anyway, I've been making this too long. ICP doing pretty good. If you like this video, please share, like, subscribe, and all that other stuff. And I'll talk to you later.